Next on Worcester News tonight, celebrating the long weekend with some retail therapy. The annual President's Day sales are on at car dealerships. Plus, while some are celebrating President's Day, others are protesting the current president's declaration of a national emergency. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. Another coat of light snow falling throughout the day today, but once the snow stops, temperatures are expected to drop. Cold air is moving into the area tonight. Here's meteorologist Tim Kelly with the first look at our local forecast.
A wintry pattern goes on. Look at the upper level low in the west. At least the west coast gets a break now, but sending the energy east, we had two batches of precipitation come through. First, we had some snow last night, then it kind of let up, and then a new system kind of developed right over us this afternoon, so the snow's still lingering. It's still slippery outside. We picked up a few inches of snow today, and it did melt on some of the sidewalks. It's refreezing now. Temperatures falling through the 20s. The snow shuts off completely by midnight, if not sooner. Nice big bright moon in the sky, and look at the temperature going down to 5 to 10 degrees, and it's windy in the morning. The wind is going to be gusting 20 to 25, so the wind chill factor tomorrow morning is near zero. During the afternoon, with plenty of sunshine at the airport, 23, lower elevations close to 30, so it's a wintry bright Tuesday. Wednesday not much different, but more wintry mix Wednesday night. More on that with the 10-day in a few minutes.
And many spent their day off shoveling out the few inches of snow left behind overnight. Some people we spoke to in Worcester say, wow, they're hoping it's the end of snow for the winter. It is New England, so you never know what to expect, but do say they're just happy this snow was light and fluffy.
That is last week's storm. It's very easy to move. Last week it was very, very icy, very, very thick, dense, and took a while to shovel, but today it's a piece of cake.
And for a lot of people, the timing of today's snow could not have been better with school vacation week getting underway. Caitlin Flint shows us how people were enjoying the snow on Boston Common.
Sliding into Monday with a smile.
Because I love snow.
People enjoying a snow-covered Boston Common have few complaints about the winter weather.
I love making snow snowmen and sledding.
It's always a great day for snow day.
The timing seems to have many people in good spirits. Some home for the holiday, some on school vacation.
I think the kids will love it. Hopefully they'll be sleigh riding and doing some other things and skating.
They don't have to worry that this is like a snow day and everything gets changed. This is sort of like a bonus snow day.
We went to Harvard and
These Californians are in the Commonwealth checking out colleges and also getting a dose of what a winter semester in the Bay State would be like.
Well, it's kind of colder than I thought.
For those outside working and playing today, that winter gear is keeping them warm.
Oh, you are smiling. Oh my God.
Like Rowan here, who even made sure to grab his booties before meeting his friends.
You know, as long as you dress for it. But yeah, I like the snow.
Donnie spent hours getting the frog pond cleared off and ready for a day of free ice skating. Just one of the many ways to spend the day enjoying the weather some say they've been waiting for.
Not enough. We haven't had enough snow, right?
You know, the winter's not over yet.
Caitlin Flint, Worcester News Tonight.
And some may recognize today for its history of President's Day, but for local businesses, they are using it as their biggest event of the year. Keeping up with an annual tradition, car dealers across central Massachusetts are holding huge sales. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now with more. Chandler?
Olivia, people are still here at Hart Toyota in Worcester looking for their next vehicle. The dealership says they've sold about 100 cars since Friday, about double their typical weekend sales. It's a similar story at dealerships across the county. President's Day deals are an important kickoff to the sales season for Herb Chambers in Millbury. The dealership says it's a time for maximum trade-in values and big factory incentives.
We have interest rates as low as 0%. We have rebates and discounts up to $15,000. We have over 700 new cars available and probably 150 used cars available.
The national holiday is synonymous with car sales. General Manager Doug Magliozzi says it's the start of their spring selling season. They also see a 20% increase in sales during the three-day weekend.
We get really aggressive because we're looking for volume, we're looking for numbers. So pretty much everything goes.
The sales team at Berterra Nissan of Auburn is doubling their typical weekend business. They expect about 60 to 80 new and used car customers from the 3-day holiday weekend.
It keeps the economy going. People come in still looking at vehicles and buying new vehicles. So it's great for the car business, and it's great for the consumer as well.
Used car manager Chad Rivernighter says customers are looking for the best deals of the year. He says they've been selling plenty of Nissan Rogues and pre-owned vehicles.
We're trying to make sure that we put ourselves in a great position to have the most customers come in and sell the most cars we possibly can.
And for people who spent their day inside and out of the snow, dealerships say they may not have missed out just yet.
Our President's Day sale will be extended to the 28th of February.
Time is, obviously of the essence. Try to come in as soon as you possibly can so we can accommodate you.
Here at HAR, they'll be closing in about 2 hours, but people can still celebrate Washington's birthday with a shiny new car tomorrow. Their President's Day deals will extend until then. Live in Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
All right, thank you, Chandler. A Worcester man is charged with robbing the same Subway restaurant 3 different times in less than a month. Worcester police say 24-year-old William Wally is charged with 3 counts of armed robbery while masked. He robbed this Shrewsbury Street Subway at knife point January 15th, 19th, and February 3rd. Police say the suspect matched the same description in each robbery, a tall, masked man with a large kitchen knife demanding money from the register. It's unclear why he targeted this restaurant. Gas prices are up, but only by 1 cent this week in Massachusetts, according to AAA Northeast. A gallon of self-serve is now $2.35, which is 4 cents above the national average of $2.31. But the average price a year ago at this time in Massachusetts was 15 cents higher at $2.50. AAA says crude oil prices continue to climb in recent days due to a growing belief global supplies are tightening. Protesters taking their President's Day off to send a message to the current president after he declared a national emergency to build a wall on the southern border. Dozens gathered at Worcester City Hall saying they reject his call. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us now with the details. Rosalind?
Olivia, they joined others across the country demanding action from Congress to overrule President Trump's emergency declaration.
Stand out, stay clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
On President's Day, dozens gather at Worcester City Hall to protest the president's national emergency.
It's a fake emergency that Donald Trump has declared.
We're all here to speak for each other.
Last week, President Donald Trump declared a national emergency to raise more funds for a border wall. President Trump signed a bipartisan spending bill to avoid another government shutdown. It only includes $1.375 billion for the wall. The president had originally asked for $5.7 billion.
It's a great thing to do because we have an invasion of drugs, invasion of gangs, invasion of people, and it's unacceptable.
People in Worcester joined others across the country demanding Congress take action to overrule it.
Poverty, gun violence, violence against women. I mean, we could go on and on. Global warming. There's some real emergencies happening right now in our country, and what's going on at the border is not one of them.
The government has said no, and he's doing it anyways. That's an abuse of power. We can't allow that. We all need to be aware, and we need to speak up.
Organizer Ruth Rodriguez came to America from the Dominican Republic when she was 9 years old. She says she can't believe it has come to this.
That we have a president that is committing such a horrendous inhumanity and crime.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, to the wall, we say no.
Protesters say they know gatherings like this will make a difference and say it will hopefully stop the building of the wall.
This is how we've changed history in the past. By marching, by coming out, this is what makes the difference.
The organizers say this is just one of many protests they plan on doing. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe is publicly sharing his concerns about President Trump and his alleged ties to Russia. In an interview on 60 Minutes last night, McCabe said he had good reason to investigate the president after FBI Director James Comey was fired.
Speaking to the man who had just run for the presidency and won the election for the presidency, and who might have done so with the aid of the government of Russia, our most formidable adversary on the world stage. And that was something that troubled me greatly.
And McCabe says during at least one briefing, the president dismissed the findings of U.S. intelligence agencies because Russian President Vladimir Putin had given him different information. He also says former Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein discussed using the 25th Amendment to remove the president from office. On Twitter, the president reacted to McCabe's statements this morning, calling McCabe a liar and saying he got caught planning a very illegal act. Coming up next, we'll get a full look at our local forecasts. Plus, the